Welcome to XLNC Shoutcasting. I'm Jake Kelton. This here is Wraith. We shoutcast every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys are welcome. These are custom games that anyone can join in. As the stream gets busier and crazier, trust me, things are going to get bigger, better, and better. We've got a lot of exciting things coming this fall, as well as shoutcasting a tournament at a convention. We're going to be going to Dragon Con here in Atlanta and casting some awesome tournaments there. But if you guys follow, we will definitely, you'll be alerted as to when the stream goes live, so you know when to show up and when to get involved in games that you can play in and get shoutcasted like the pros, because we are definitely LCS right here.
Absolutely.
Definitely LCS. So, starting us off, Team banning away Kha'Zix and Lulu as Ankle Breakers takes out the no one, because we're back into the lobby for just a minute.
Okay, I do have to say that those
last... Oh, you thought it was an ARAM.
I do have to...
We could have done an ARAM. That would have been fun.
I have to say that Kha'Zix and Lulu ban, they just banned Cthulhu.
Kha'Zix and Lulu. Cthulhu.
Cthulhu!
Which means the third ban has to be Alawi then.
Of course.
Kha'Zix, Lulu, Alawi. Those are the
Alawi
three.
Is the prophet of Cthulhu.
It's
confirmed.
It's how it goes, guys. It's how it goes. I don't even know. Where did I put... I don't even know my own commands at this point.
Okay. Start us up, boy.
Oh, TSM Doublelift made it in. Ah, he snuck in. He snuck in. That's all right. But Doublelift is in the game once again. Start it up. Scythonic. And this is... at this point, actually, he is a true contestant for being the Doublelift of the stream. I'm not even saying it. I mean, seriously, that is just awesome.
I'm enjoying watching the Jin. So used to Jin's feeding.
12 monitors or bust?
Yes, Mola.
Straight jacket, yes. Are you insane?
Yeah, that is totally.
4 times up. That would literally go from here to the ceiling.
Just the back wall is monitors. That's it.
Oh, so I need an entire wall of nothing but... What if I had an entire wall that was a monitor? A single monitor wall?
No, then that's not 12 monitors. That's just one big monitor. We need 12
monitor.
Of those. So every wall in that house is now monitors.
Could you imagine casting that? You have to literally run through the house back and forth between rooms to check on different information.
Or you could have like an XY axis treadmill that just rotates the walls around you. So then you're just running in place and all the walls are changing with you.
What if you sit and it's 12 monitors that just spin around you like Aurelia's blades?
I feel like I would throw up.
You could always go for the Back to the Future third movie where... No, the second movie where he's in the future and they've got like 12 different TV channels all playing at the same time. I don't even get how people actually do that. But... back into game, Team versus Team Ankle Breakers. Welcome, XLNC Shoutcasting. We don't need to go through all that because I already went through it before and I don't want to make anyone's ears bleed. Change the screen over. Thank you, Lolo, for actually picking up on that. There we go, as Leona and Twitch banned away by Team completely changing up the bans this time around, as Draven and Nasus, the 2 bans from Ankle Breakers, taking out those late game and early game powerhouses.
Are they going to ban Cthulhu again? Cthulhu is not pleased. It's stitched together.
See, so it is one giant monitor. See,
but it has to be composed of 12 different monitors. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
And they're stitched together afterwards. Okay.
Yes, with actual thread though. Not you can't just screw them to the wall next to each other. It has to be actually stitched together through the liquid crystal display.
Okay.
Alright, so, and yes, Cthulhu has been banned away, boys.
Oh, yeah, we still got it. Kha'Zix and the Lulu Cthulhu banned away. No Irelia, but maybe it will summon the Cthulhu Irelia being picked up, and instead, is it the Blitzcrank? Oh, this is exciting. Double picks up the Blitzcrank. I love games because of that hook. That one stealing away of an enemy champion, especially if it's a squishy member, is so good because that pick power, especially when you've got wards down, allows you to just completely take over late game. That's easy dragons, easy barons, all sorts of stuff. That being said, when a Blitzcrank pulls in somebody like a Sejuani or a Leona, which will not be played this game though, it's a different story and still hilarious to me.
I feel like our next meme after Daisy MVP, our next emote needs to be like a sad Cthulhu with a ban stamped across his forehead.
Ban Cthulhu. So, well, the second meme is guaranteed. A second icon is Thresh on Lucian's bicycle.
Yes.
But the third one following, it potentially will be Band Cthulhu. He will not be played. Potentially, we'll chew on that. See how the meme rolls. As King Smoit picks up the Yasuo, wants to see if he can do a better job than we saw last game. Early game didn't go great, but the mid game and then especially late game went a lot better for the Yasuo who played that last one.
Yeah, so we're looking, it looks like the Rakan has been picked up. There's a potential for the Xayah to come out. The question is, it doesn't look like it's going to come out in the next round. Unless it's picked up here, there's a potential for it to be banned away. And no, it's going to be the Ezreal hover real quick, so that's not going to happen. Now, Zed has gotten a lot of indirect love in the last few patches, so it's questionable. Actually, not very questionable. He can really, really pop off if he manages to get a decent matchup in lane to where he's not punished super hard. If he gets those early all-ins, and especially surrounding level 6 and gets fed, he can take over games. He still does fall off a little bit into the later stages of the game, but in the meta we're in right now, he's definitely doing pretty well. With a Blitzcrank in the game as well, and not a terribly good peeling support, there's a potential for him to really, really get stacked up. There's not going to be a Tahm Kench in this game to Nom, so we'll have to see if TSM Doublelift can manage to get as fed as he did before without the safety net there, because playing with Tahm Kench is always super fun. Because you can play absolutely stupid and then
is never broken.
Nom.
Yeah, protected by that Tahm Kench. Now, he did say that Wincarnation actually went to bed. So he said in the chat as you went to go get tea, this is my time to finally get MVP because I'm tired of my support stealing it away, and I'm going to make it happen this time around. Xin Zhao being banned away by ankle breakers, taking him off of the map. As the last one, Wukong, who very rarely sees play, is going to be the final ban from Team which does make one go,
Is right, Jake. We've got Garen picked up in the top lane, and that definitely makes me go, because Garen not necessarily the best champion in the game, or at least not from a complexity standpoint. However, it's really difficult to deal with him in lane because there's not a lot of outplay potential. He auto attacks you and then walks next to you while spinning until he gets so dizzy that he throws up, and then when you're really low, he ults you. So he's very lane dominant, but in toward the late stages of the game, he's not all that powerful. Now, we've got No Dank Name on one side and TSM Doublelift on the other side. We've seen TSM Doublelift just take over games a ton, and he's on Doublelift's, the real Doublelift, signature Vayne. Ezreal is actually a really strong champion right now. The double tier build giving him a lot of love. I've never liked Ezreal that much, but you can't contest the fact that he has been very dominant in pro play right now. Looking at both sides of those teams, though, would you like to run through champions and their players before we get into some serious deep analysis?
Serious deep analysis of the Blitzcrank and a Gragas in the game. I mean, that's about as serious as you're going to get when it comes to 4-team ankle breakers. We have Temeni playing the Zed in the mid lane. And yes, I remember you. It's been a while, but you do still play on the stream, and I'm glad that you come back to continue to participate. No free names on the Rakan in the bottom lane support role. No dank name. I love the fact that these two get paired up in the bottom lane. Ezreal. Sakura Sammy getting into this one, Garen in the top lane, and Synthotic couldn't make it to game 1, now here in game 2, taking Gragas in the jungle.
Alright, and for the
team
for team
You can always check right there.
There's a reason I had to figure it out, because I had to take a second and go,
It's a chin stroking.
Indeed. That's the best part of having a beard. Anyway, but for team we've got Double D Kane on the Blitzcrank in the bottom lane. We've got King Smoit on Yasuo in the top lane. Itsuki Kiyozumi. Why you gotta do me like that, man? On Diana in the mid lane. Lord Gummy on Graves in the jungle, and TSM Doublelift rounding it out with Vayne in the bottom lane ADC role. Okay, so I want to look at these champions. I have to give the jungle matchup right now over to Lord Gummy. Graves is just an obscenely strong champion right now. And he scales super well into the late game, duels pretty well early game. Gragas, not in the best spot right now, though I have seen him, if you watch Panunu on his stream, he still does have that ability to become really, really powerful. But as in a straight matchup advantage, I do have to give it over to Lord Gummy, just from the champion matchup. In the top lane, Yasuo's going to struggle in that matchup early game. He can, of course, outplay it. Yasuo has a lot more that he can do in the matchup, but in a straight-up head-to-head fight, Garen's going to first silence and then out-damage him in that quick burst because of the tankiness he has, as well as the fact that it doesn't matter how much Yasuo dashes around, he can't outrun the spin to win. Even at level 6, I want to give that over to Garen. However, as the game moves into the later stages, Yasuo is going to outscale. Bottom lane, Rakan, better support than Blitzcrank in the meta right now. Of course, if Double D Kane can land his hooks, everything changes. Really, if Blitzcrank lands his hooks, he's one of the best supports in the game. If he doesn't land his hooks, he's one of the worst supports in the game. So have to give it to Double D on the skill matchup if he lands them, but he is running up against an Ezreal and a Rakan. That's so much mobility, and Ezreal can buffer the jump. So that's going to be really difficult for Double D if No Dank Names manages to buffer the E before getting hooked. And of course, Rakan can just dash out or use his W. So really, the laning phase, I have to give over to the name bot lane, and though the late game double lift is going to outscale the Ezreal.
And again, it can still come down to, while Ankle Breakers has a very, very potent lineup, especially for that engage from the Rakan, it can all come down to one hook by that Blitzcrank from Team who pulls in a squishy member from Ankle Breakers, takes them down in just a second, and immediately puts the power in the hands of Team to take a potential Baron, or take towers, or even take the game. So we'll have to see whether or not this Blitzcrank is going to be on his top form, landing those hooks, or will he be like certain Blitzcranks I definitely never played when I was back in Season 4 and could land about one hook a game, and that was point blank, and it was kind of accidental anyway because I was trying to knock somebody. Anyway, moving on. Shockblade said, Warring Kingdoms Garen, Oktoberfest Gragas, that's the Gragas skin everyone loves, and Cutthroat Graves. Haven't seen that skin in a very long time. Still an awesome one to come out.
Lolo pointing out that Shroom is better than both of us at both casting and analysis.
XLNC Shroom is lead
caster. Yes, thank you, Lolo. We were actually talking about that when we started casting this morning, that if we actually unmuted his mic, then our job would be at stake here. There's no way that we could allow that to happen, because then it would just be him. He'd take over.
Well, he is our analysis desk, and we had a single frame that you might have missed it between the end of the game and the MVPs and honorable mentions. There was one frame where it was all about Shroom and whether or not, in his analysis, and that was all that we needed from XLNC Shroom.
He was just so deep that he conveyed all that we needed to know.
He will, for those who are either interested in making the trip or are already here in Georgia, he will be making an appearance at DragonCon in Atlanta this fall. So if you want to see him in real life, you can. There's the stack from Ankle Breakers. Will Team move in for the engage on this? I don't think they're going to want to. I'm going to go ahead and take control of the camera.
They don't want to, but I think they're going to walk straight into this stack, and they lose this fight if they don't get a pick.
Blitzcrank could try to grab somebody. Here they go. They're moving forward, but it's Rakan that gets the double knockup. First blood. He actually gets it. Graves is immediately gone. Huge play here from Ankle Breakers, patiently waiting for Team to overstep. And that could have gone completely the other direction if the Blitzcrank, which I'm going to check really quick here, yeah, he started with the rocket grab, but instead of using it, walked straight in. Graves face tanks, and Ankle Breakers gets first blood.
Yeah, they had no vision on it. And the key way to counter a Blitzcrank invade is a stack. You've got 5 members in a bush that they don't have vision on. They walk in. Even if Blitz throws the hook there, he just pulls another member to him, and probably another person dies right there. So it looks like Double D Kane going to snag away that blue buff and just walk away, and it's gonna reset, and that's actually gonna put the lane.
Holy, what?
Wow, that's gonna put him so far behind. He's not going to get a leash. That's actually really good for him. Double D Kane grabs it, almost grabs it a second time, but doesn't manage to do it.
I need H. No, not H. What is that? Is it? I'll figure it out, guys. F. There we go. I was trying to see as it walked back, but there's the hotkey on that one. But yeah, that hook. I've never seen blue buff actually turn around and walk backwards. And change its bad. It was really good of Gragas to go and take the wolves in that meantime, because if he had waited around or chased blue buff around the side, that could have been just even more of a waste of time. So Ankle Breaker is losing out a little bit, but they already got that first blood, and it is on that Rakan, so he's feeling pretty decent about that regardless. And it's just going to take Gragas a bit longer to get that farm in the jungle.
Let's see. We've got in the mid lane, Yasuo up again. I figured it was going to be Yasuo versus the Garen in the top lane, but it does look like it's going to be the Diana up against the Garen. So a little bit of trading in the mid lane. The Electrocute procs. Wow, my brain is just not functioning today. Electrocute proc on to the Yasuo, getting the better side of that trade. TSM Double F managing to get some decent CS, down 15-8 right now, and he's trading pretty well. However, he's going to have to be wary once the Rakan hits level 3. Those engages become very, very free. Even though it says no free names, there are definitely free engages here.
King Smoit might get the outplay. He's been ignited. He can't get back. He's gone, despite Gragas even potentially coming in for the gank. Didn't even need it. He walks in, and the Yasuo is already finished off. So beautiful play from Temeni with that ignite, picking up first blood and using those shadow to just bounce around and avoid a lot of that damage. As the Graves is going to take a chunk of damage. Lord Gummy trying to get the slow onto Sammy. He just spins himself to safety, and not too worried about that gank. Didn't have to burn anything.
Mm-hmm. And of course, yeah. Now, of course, the Diana being out of mana there is probably going to mean that gank is doomed to failure, but does help him push in the wave and allows a decent back timing. 10-17 in the top lane, so about a 10 CS advantage for the Garen. There is a wave pushing toward the Diana, and she does have teleport, so she's not going to miss much of that. No Dank Name pushing in the bot side and has managed to deny a little bit of the CS away and catch up a little bit more. However, that big wave is coming in toward Double Lift, and he's going to have a much better chance.
Oh, King Smoit misses the tornado, and now Synthonic is here for the slow as well. They're not going to do anything else. He's already burned the flash. Now, he has held the ignite, so there's still potential of a chance of turning a fight around, especially in a 1v1 situation. This time around, he's able to walk his way to safety. He is, as farm-wise, down almost, or a little bit over 10 farm. So gonna still take him a bit to get back into this one. But good for him to not die in that second gank by Synthonic in the mid lane. Mostly because this top and bottom lane are doing just fine. There's no reason for him to put any more pressure on those sides of the map. As Smoit will go back in again, getting some decent damage down, but Gragas is here, so needs to play safely. Oh! Okay. King Smoit falls again as Temeni gets the double shurikens with the Shadow Clone to finish him off a second time in the mid lane. And I think that time Yasuo just outplayed himself.
Exactly. The problem is that Smoit is pushing. He doesn't need to be pushing in this matchup. He's already down. He's down 20 CS and 2 kills. If he keeps pushing out, he's going to get camped. Oh, okay. Yeah, Yas is lagging. That's no fun. It's but it comes down to a decision-making thing. While he is missing the Qs, the thing he needs to be doing is freezing the wave right outside of his turret. That way, even if Temeni, well,
Lord Gummy gonna get ulted. Can he get the damage down? That's no. Not even close. This Zed is starting a true snowball. Nice hook there. The rocket grab pulls in no free names. He tries to get the knockup on two. The heal as well from no dank name to keep him alive. As now TSM Double Lift taking some pretty good damage onto the Ezreal. In the meantime, though, King Smoit getting jumped upon once again by Synthotic. There's still plenty of mana in this Gragas. Windwall not going to do a whole lot. Dashes through some minions, trying to escape. But does he have the capability of getting out? I think Timeni is actually giving him a little bit of an easier time this time around. King Smoit gets the knockup as well, and he does escape after that announcement that he was lagging. So I think Zed's going a little bit easier on him. Even still, though, some good dashes from the Yasuo to keep himself alive as TSM Double Lift hard pushing that bottom lane turret. 51 farm to the 26 on this Ezreal.
Yeah, that's pretty key considering that right now, Double Lift should be down on the Vayne. If he has an amazing CS lead, he's going to outscale.
Oh, one more auto attack might have been enough to take down the Zed. Ignite's going to tick him extremely low, but not finish him off. Wait, here comes the Graves. Is the ultimate going to be enough? He doesn't have the ultimate, though. Walks in with the quick draw. Flashes for a point blank shotgun to the face and finishes off the Zed, who got way too greedy walking back in.
Yeah, the Yasuo definitely needs to start freezing the wave and just getting as much CS as he can. He does outscale Zed, despite the fact that he has 3 items, but Zed is just going to be looking to dive over and over again. He can use the wind wall to really defend himself.
Ooh, the rocket grab just going to miss on no dank name, so he's going to have to just play a little more cautiously. He does still have Flash available, but Graves is in the jungle trying to steal away this blue buff. Synthotic here as well. The Lord Gummy does have his ultimate as Gragas is still level 5. There is 2-man from the bottom lane. Gonna get the knock of this low mana on this Rakan. So I think the engage is gonna get stifled as Rakan now very low health, gonna have to back away. No dank name walking back towards his bottom lane turret. Graves on the chase. Still has his ultimate available. No, he does not have his ultimate available, but just pushes Ezreal out of his own turret.
Yep, and currently Double Lift and Double D are walking down. So we've got, oh, hold on, full engage.
King Smoit might get some good damage down. The ult gonna be finishing off from Zed, though. One more shuriken throw from Timeni should be able to finish off the Yasuo, and despite the dash, he is going to fall. So 6 kills to 1, and 5 of them are on ankle breakers so far.
Yeah, so the thing is that we've got Team Double versus Team Names in the bot lane. You've got Double D and Double Lift versus no dank names and no free names.
That might almost be worth changing the team names to Team Double versus Team Name, because, I mean, could that... I mean, seriously, you can't set that up. No free names, no dank name, Team Double Lift, and Double D Kane. That's pretty impressive, actually. But in the top lane, Diana has been silenced.
No mana
to win from Sammy. Throws down the ultimate. Not enough. The flash.
No mana, Diana.
The flash through. Now Lord Gummy up here to see what he can do. There is a blast cone available for Sammy if he decides to take it. And mid-animation on the blast cone. Doesn't get himself out with the shotgun. The Graves picks up a second kill. This one is no free names. Now down to half health. Lord Gummy in trouble. Synthotic here for one more auto attack. The barrel might be enough. Doesn't even matter. Blitzcrank finishes off Rakan in the bottom lane. Most leggy with a good hook. We could go back and check that again if we want to. Do we want to?
No.
I don't think so. I think it was just a nice rocket grab and fisty punch from the Blitzcrank to finish off for Rakan. So that is a kill back for Team but at this point it really is all about the Graves. 2, 3, and 0. Can he salvage what is left of his mid and top lane, as both are having a really bad time and starting to struggle?
Yeah, so in answer to the chat question, it is not the real Double Lift.
Oh, it's the real.
It's TSM Double Lift. Real Double Lift right now is CL or TL.
Team Liquid.
Yeah, I almost said CLG.
I was like,
it's been a long time. TL Double Lift.
Bottom lane turret will be the first one to fall for Team Vayne picks that one up. A lot of gold in the hands of the bot laners. Chasing in onto the Ezreal. The nice rocket grab from the Blitzcrank. No deck name. Forced to flash exhaust down, though. Guarantees a kill. Vayne starting to stack up now. 1-0-1. Has the BF sword as well. Can they get out of the Synthotic gank? It is very low health on the Blitzcrank. Flashes the wall. Keep himself alive for the moment. 2 shots down. The third proc of the silver bolts. Couple more auto attacks. Double lift could finish him off. The tries to condemn Rakan into the turret of the base. Doesn't finish it off, and so Gragas is going to be able to pick that one up. But a quick trade of kills back and forth, I think eventually, is a 4-for-1 as members of Hmmmmmmm fall all the way across the map.
Yeah, so I just have to say that when Blitzcrank grabs Ezreal, he's taking names. Okay, sorry. I'll stop now. Anyway,
technically it'd be more Rakan because he's the one that has names.
Yeah.
So taking names and kicking butt. I mean, he's 2-1-1, so he's kind of kicking butt and taking names.
Chewing bubblegum.
Okay. No, hold on a second now. I'm gonna take control of the camera because you can't tell me that this robot's face could chew bubblegum.
Yes,
I mean, well, you can tell me, but he doesn't have a mouth.
How do you know that? Are you mouthless?
No, I just can look at his picture and see that he doesn't have a mouth, so.
Yes, he does. You can't prove me wrong, Jake.
Should I pause this if he faces the camera? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth it. I mean, it's worth it, but it's not worth it.
See? You can't prove me wrong, Jake.
Okay, Yasuo in the mid lane, gonna be poked out by Zed. Sorry for that interlude, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We got distracted for a moment, thinking way too deeply about whether or not Blitzcrank can chew bubblegum. As no Dake names may be able to clean up the Blitzcrank
force feed him bubblegum
They
here.
are going to slow him, knock him back with the cast. It's force feeding him ale despite the ultimate. He does get a nice pull on the Ezreal, still not going to be finishing him off. The Graves is going to fall. Double, he's still on the run. He's not dead yet. He's trying to dodge the Ezreal, but the last auto attack is going to guarantee it. Ezreal doesn't even want to play with throwing out a Q as Lord Gummy accidentally leaves the game again. He did have some issues last game, probably having issues again this time. You can still pause it as it is a tournament draft. Knock up onto the Vayne. Is Double Up going to get out of this one? Very low health up against 4. Now flashes to the side. Is this the outplay of the game? Dodging and rolling. It is now up to Zed, who flashes in for a point-blank E to clean that one up. It was actually, sorry, it was W. No, Living Shadow into Shadow Slash. Yeah, it is. I was right all along.
All right, so it's looking like Tower's going to go down in the top lane. It's not going to be first Tower. That went over to Vayne and Blitzcrank. However, Timeni is going to get another kill on the King Smoit, and he's not taking my advice about pushing. 10-1 now is the Zed. 1.5 completed lethality items, and this is getting to be disgusting. Remember what I said about Zed taking over games? Yeah, that's happening right now. Double D Kane on the bottom side. No Vayne down there with him, and I was thinking Zed might go down and try and get a kill real quick. He's going to roam back toward the mid lane and try and pick up a little more CS, maybe get some damage down on that tower, but really it just looks like he's hunting kills.
And it is 16 kills to 5. Ankle breakers coming out massively. 4,000 gold in the lead. But we did talk about the fact that they have the early game advantage. The late game is still in the hands of Team Hmmmmmmm when it comes to the Vayne. If she can get fed, if she can get started snowballing, especially if she gets the help of the Graves, you do have that pick potential of that Blitzcrank that is always something to keep in mind. They're going to have a pretty good ward advantage, though. At the moment, they've warded their entire bot side jungle, but they don't really have anything when it comes to the enemy's side. It's still pretty dark. The flash forward from King Smoit to get the last breath onto Timeni. However, there's not much damage to follow it up, and Diana immediately falls as well. Good engage from Team Hmmmmmmm, but they just don't have the damage to follow it up. Diana even had a stopwatch, but wasn't able to use it in time. Probably no reason to use it, as the damage there from ankle breakers, especially on this Zed, is just a bit too much. Nice hook, taking names, is going to pull him down. Double lift goes deep,
this is ambitious.
Decides not to go all the way in. One more turret shot would have finished the Vayne off. That's what they say, because Ezreal could try to all in the Vayne.
Tell the TP coming in.
Oh, TP down to the bottom lane. It is actually 2 TPs of the Zed as well as the Garen. Actually, I guess Zed is just recalling. Is the Condemn going to knock back Garen in time? The hook not quite going to land. A little miscommunication there, which is why you use Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Sammy continuing to chase this one, but with a nice knock up from the Blitzcrank, will stifle Garen moving any closer onto the Vayne.
Very good knock-up right there, and Vayne is going to live to auto-attack another day. Double D Kane probably should back off right now because he doesn't know where Zed is. Even though Zed is in the mid lane, he probably should respect that. If
Power Fist has already been used. Nothing else that Blitzcrank has besides running away. Can he get out of this one? I'm not really sure he has it in him. Flashes forward, Yasuo around the corner. It has ready for a tornado. Hasn't used it just yet, and will just his presence alone keep the Blitzcrank alive, and so Kane, not Kane, lives in the bottom lane.
Yeah, King Smoit managing to keep his support alive, how many people die from this engage?
Too many might get everyone in this. Throws out
or no one.
Shadow hasn't gone in just yet, still has potential. Cooldown will tick away, so they are instead going to push this minion wave up underneath the turret, giving the chance to back away completely. King Smoit's still here, going in? Is this man just wanting to commit suicide? Dodges the Recon engage. The tower is still being the focus of the members of Ankle Breakers. No free names is very low, but now the engage onto the Yasuo, doesn't even care. The ultimate from Garen going to finish him off. Chasing in on TSM Doublelift, still has Condemn available, but Blitzcrank is already backed up. The silence now, no opportunity for Condemn, and so Doublelift is going to have to play it safe. Diana getting some good damage on this top lane turret.
You're out of mana.
But once again, out of mana, now pushed back in, immediately into the body slam. Synthotic on this Gragas, 5-0-4. Glad he showed up for game number 2, as Kane now going to be taken out in the bottom lane. Unless he can speed himself away, Mr. Robot grabs a hook on a minion, pulling it close for Doublelift just to get some extra CS off of that one. So it looks like the engage in the bottom lane against 3 has no fear.
I don't know why. They seem to be down a substantial amount of gold. You've got 0-4 in the top lane and 0-5.
I have to comment really quick on what Diana said. In the all chat, which you guys can't see, Diana just, because she's about to clear top lane turret, Gragas shows up, she dies, and she responds with, Fatty just showed up. Out of nowhere. Which is basically what Gragas did. Walks into lane, throws out the ult, body slam smite, and cleans up Diana for a quick kill, so.
Yeah, Zed is fed. Very, very fed. Yeah, he's 11-1, 2 completed lethality items, working on a Black Cleaver that's going to give him a decent amount of tankiness as well. Synthotic coming down.
Oh, gonna get knocked out with that Power Fist, but he wants on to Doublelift. He just wants the members with no mana. The crits are huge. One more auto attack might be enough to finish it off. Instead, the Power Fist gonna knock him up once again. The silence down, can't even throw out the barrel.
600.
In the meantime, Ezreal being engaged upon by the Yasuo, who dashes in, is trying to build up enough wind for another tornado. Gets the tornado, but Ezreal able to walk away from that one. Ignite not quite there to finish him off. And No Dank Name lives for a moment in the mid lane. This Yasuo is starting to get some damage down as Diana going to be executed. Throws out the Zanyas, but unless she's got flash available, which she does not, is going to be taken out. Kane throws out a hook, just misses. And by just, I mean, was a pretty wide shot. So, I mean, all it does is it just misses. There's nothing left on that. Power Fist onto the Garen once again. King Samoyed on the run. They realize this Garen is just too tanky at this point. Yasuo's got nothing left. The ult from Garen going to guarantee a kill, and that's where you press R, win game. GG Garen.
Shadowhunter. Holy, now I don't feel as bad about last game.
Nice pull in, though, onto the Zed. He's underneath the turret, uses the ult to get out, but TSM Doublelift has already finished him off. The engage from Kane, he's very low, already going to fall. Doublelift now on the run, trying to roll away to safety. He gets one more auto attack onto Sam, he can finish him off. It does! Turning on to no free names. TSM Doublelift, is he going to get the full turnaround? Tries to get the third shot of the silver bolt. But Ezreal, the names are too strong. No Dank Name and no free names able to finish off the Vayne. So a good start from Team This Vayne now starting to stack up 2 items. Infinity Edge and Static Shiv finished off. Cole, 6 minions away from being completed. Will continue to add more. And at this point, she really is the saving grace for their team.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you have an 11-2 Zed. This is going to be really hard for Vayne to deal with no... If he had a Tom Kench, this game is winnable. But he doesn't. He has Blitzcrank. This is going to be really, really hard. For even if Blitz plays super clean, it's going to be so hard for... even if he peels the Zed off, it's going to be really hard.
It is all about the Vayne outplay.
Symphonic is going to go for the one-shot here.
Either the one-shot or the Smite Steal. Actually, he sees the Blitzcrank come around the side. Nice ultimate, but he's got nothing left. The silence guarantees a kill, and Gragas is gone. Red buff goes over to Vayne. TSM double lift. Oh, I accidentally auto-attacked it. I'm so sorry. Kane, though, going to find himself Zed immediately throws everything down. Now Zed ultimate has been burned. TSM double lift. Will be taken out. No name steals it away. Doesn't even want to give the kill credit over to Many, who continues to chase in onto the Blitzcrank. Double going to be falling very quickly as Rakan tries to get in and steal that one away. Nobody wants this Zed to get any more fed than he already is, including his own team, as King Samoy in the mid lane is just going to have to play super safe underneath his turret.
Or go in, because it really looks like he wants to go in.
The Diana goes in onto the Garen in the top lane. Doesn't even matter. He just tanks it up and finishes off the second tier turret. Temenia giving a free kill over to King Smoit. He realizes that he's so far ahead. He says, here, have a little gold back just because I am devastated you guys so hard. I'll make it a little easier for you to start to come back into the game. Shut down gold to you guys. See what you can do with that. Double lift comes into the top lane. Garen has no mana, but again, he doesn't need mana as the Condemn puts him into a wall, flashes over it. There is a blast cone available, so he could use that to escape. Doesn't even need it. Yeah, Symphonic finds King Smoit.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oh, the dodge! Not enough.
Body slam will chase him down to finish him off. I thought he was going to quick double dodge through the scuttle, but he didn't get the execute, so I didn't have the second one available. So, what?
Huh?
Hold on now. I gotta talk to my mods here for a second. But, we'll let the game continue to roll. You guys, you're permitting a lot of terminology that I have purposefully banned for certain reasons.
Alright, so let's see. In the mid lane, you've got 5 members grouped around and a very, very, very dead Blitzcrank.
And a very dead Nexus as Team will fall. Anchor Breakers pushing them all the way to the limit and taking them out, finishing it off, taking game number 2. And if the game's desynced, it doesn't matter because we're already finished. And I'm not gonna clap, which I was about to because the microphone would pick that up and be way too... No, don't do it. Some of you guys... Okay, I'll talk to my mods afterwards about some of these permitting of anagrams. Is it anagrams for cuss words?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to talk about that, but close game SSG. Absolutely. All right, let's talk about MVPs and honorable mentions real quick before we get into game number 3 and the last game of the night.
All right. So MVPs, honorable mentions, and shout-outs. Let's talk real quick about the winning or the losing team. The scorelines are kind of make me go, But, okay, so right here, Lord Gummy did go AFK, unfortunately. So MVP and honorable mention, I guess MVP and honorable mention has to go over to Double D Kane. And MVP, I can't give an honorable mention to Lord Gummy, even though he did do pretty well in the early game and had a couple of decent plays in a couple of, I guess, a decent attempt on a gank in the mid lane. I can't give him MVP because he did AFK. I don't know if that's a point that he was lagging or what, but I can't give him an honorable mention. MVP, as he was saying last game, this is his time. He's gonna do it. So TSM double lift gets that MVP. Just now that Wincarnation is dead, he manages to get himself our MVP for himself. All right, so. And I just clapped. You're rubbing off on me, Jake. So, Ankle Breakers, the winning team, MVPs, honorable mentions, and shoutouts.
The honorable mention was Double Kane, right?
Okay, yeah. Honorable mention, Symphonic, all day. Dude, there was a really clean moment where he ults back into the body slam and gets the execute on Diana. That was pretty clean. Fatty came out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. Yeah. So Symphonic, honorable mention, good pressure, and holy crap, I've never seen a jungler camp mid lane that hard. And MVP goes over to Temeni, absolutely fed, roamed to other lanes, got himself a ton of kills. Even one of his deaths was just total BM. Just stood under the turret and said, "Hey, yeah, so it looks like you need some gold." So he just gave him a kill. I think actually what he was trying to do was reset his gold value so he could kill him some more. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he just AFK'd under turret. Anyway, all that to say, Temeni getting that MVP for himself.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, is
he 400 ping on Yasuo. Okay, we can give him a break then. I didn't realize he was lagging.
give him a little bit of a break. We are going to completely redo the queue because there's a lot of stuff. Can you turn your voices a little bit higher? I absolutely can. I am magical like that, Sammy. Magical. All right, we're redoing the queue completely. There's a bunch of you that have been trying to join, but this time, guys, it has to be !join in-game name. This right here is the way to do it. So make sure that this, except I added a little bit extra. That is the way, because I need your guys' in-game name so that I can make sure that I actually invite you to the game. No, don't even do it yet. Don't do it just, wait. 1 sec till queue opens. You guys are always jumping the gun. All right, and also this is gonna be a 15 queue size, so that way I can make sure that all of you actually, there you go. Now, queue is opened for wanna join a game, 0 points for everyone to join. There we go. Filling up very quickly. Main thing is people who have not been able to play yet are going to get to play first, and then we'll go down the list from there on anyone else that in-game name for Sajaces. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's pretty funny. All right, we're going to go for a break as I start to invite people into game number 3.
I will be right back. I have consumed